Hi students! Today we are looking at the lesson Analyzing Solutions, and your learning target is I understand that an equation has a given number of solutions. So I have a little trick question for you. Equations have solutions, right? Every time we solve an equation we have like 3x equals 18, and we can figure out that x equals 6. So up until today, all of our equations have had solutions. So let's go ahead and we'll look at this first example here and we'll see what we can figure out. So on this we have 4x minus 3 equals 2x plus 13. We've got variables on both sides of the equation, so we have to subtract one of them from one side of the equation. So we only have variables on the one side of the equation. So I'm going to subtract the 2x. Now I have 2x minus 3 equals, and a 2x take away a 2x makes that go away, equals 13. And then I'm going to add 3 to both sides, add 3 to both sides, and I get 2x equals 16. Now I can solve that, divide both sides by 2, I'm running out of room, sorry. Divide both sides by 2, and x is going to equal 8. Alright, so how many, if I were to ask you, how many solutions does this equation have, what would you say? It's not a trick question. You would just say 1. There's only one solution, it's this one right here. There's only one solution and it's x equals 8. Okay? So now let's do the next example together. This one has parentheses, so we need to distribute first. I'm going to change my color. And let's distribute first. So we have 4x minus 5 on one side and equals 2 times 2x is 4x, and 2 times negative 1 is negative 2, minus 3. Okay, so now we have like terms that need to be combined. So negative 2 minus 3, we're going to add the opposite. Negative 2 plus negative 3 is negative 5. So we have 4x minus 5 is equal to 4x minus 5. Hey, do you notice something about that? They're the exact same. Let's see what we figure out. Okay, so then we need to get our variable to one side. So let's subtract this 4x from here. Let's do subtract 4x, subtract 4x. Well, 4x take away 4x is 0x, and 4x take away 4x, is 0x. So now we have negative 5 equals negative 5. Can we do anything else with this? No, we don't have any more variables, so this is your answer, kind of. When you solve an equation and you get negative 5 equals negative 5, or a number equals a number, that means that there are, actually I'm not going to tell you, how many answers to this equation do you think that are possible? In this one, there's only one answer. We plug 8 back in here, and we're going to get 8. We're going to get the equation will be true. This one, let's see what happens when we plug a 0. Well, actually, let's plug a 1 into here. So we're going to try it right here. We're going to say if x equals 1. Let's try it. So on this side, I have 4 times 1 is 4, minus 5 is negative 1, equals, and then on this side, I'm plugging 1 in. So in my parentheses first, I'll write it out. 2 times 1 is just 2, minus 1, then minus 3. So 2 minus 1 is 1, 2 times 1 is 2, minus 3 is negative 1. So I got negative 1 equals negative 1. Is that true? Yes, that's true. So then why don't you, on your own, choose another number and do x equals whatever number you chose. X equals 2, x equals 3, x equals 500. Choose whatever number you want and plug it in here. Go ahead and do that now, and then pause the video. When you're done, press play. All right, so I'm assuming that when you plugged in your number, you got that one number was equal to that same number, just like I did right here. Anytime that you plug in a number and you get a number equals a number, that means that there are infinitely many solutions. So infinitely many. And you can write infinitely many for your answer when you're solving these on your paper, or you can write the infinity sign, which is like a sideways 8. Infinity. Okay? Now let's use a different color and let's solve this problem right here. I'm going to use green. So I have 4x plus 2 equals 4x minus 5. I'm going to subtract 4x from both sides to get the variable only on one side. Subtract 4x. 4x take away 4x, well that goes away. And 4x take away 4x, oops, that goes away. So now I have 2 equals negative 5. Well, does 2 equal negative 5? No, it totally doesn't. Those are not the same numbers. So this is a false statement. And when you solve an equation and you come up with a false statement, that means that there are no solutions to the equation. That means that any number that you plug in to the equation for x will not come up with a true solution. You can try it if you want. Plug in even 0. 4 times 0 is 0, plus 2 is 2, and 4 times 0 is 0, minus 5 is negative 5. Does 2 equal negative 5? Nope, it doesn't. So there are no solutions to when equations don't equal each other, or when you get an expression right like this that does not equal each other. Okay, and then if I made you a chart down here that says the exact same thing only in letter form. I prefer number form, it makes more sense to me. But for this one we have x equals a number. When x equals a number, it means that that expression is true, that equation is true, and there's one solution. When x equals x, like in this one, negative 5 equals negative 5, when x equals itself, the expression is true, and there are infinitely many solutions, or the infinity symbol. And then when a equals b, or x equals, or when a number equals a different number, that means that it's false, that the expression is false, and there are no solutions. Okay, so that's really all you need to know for this lesson. It's actually a very straightforward lesson. And then in class tomorrow, we're going to be doing a lot of practice on this and a few experiments with how this works and why this works. So just be prepared to do that. And then that's actually it. You guys have a pretty short lesson for today. And your practice that you need to complete is on page, let me find it. It's on page 73, and it's reflect question 1A. And then you also need to do page 74. And just, I want you to skip the explore part, but I want you to do the try this. So I'll write it out for you. Page 73. If you don't have the, if you haven't purchased the book, you can do this on the back of this page. If you have purchased the book, just do it in your book. Page 73, question 1A, which is the reflect question. And then once you're finished with that, do page 74, but not the whole page. Just do the try this part. It says try this. Try this. And answer the questions. But again, don't do the explore part. That's a little confusing, and I want to do that together with you in class. Okay, so enjoy your light day of homework today, and I will see you very soon in class.